Do you hear, forester?
Very well. What would you?
I pray you, what is to clock?
That would better ask me the time of day. There's no clock in the forest.
Then there is no true lover in the forest. Else, sighing every minute and groaning every hour, should detect the lazy foot of time as well as a clock.
Where dwell thou, pretty youth?
With this shepherdess, my sister, here in the skirts of the forest, like fringe upon a petticoat.
Are you native to this place?
As the rabbit that you see dwell where he is kindled.
Your accent is something finer than can be purchased and so removed to dwell in.
I have been told so of many. But in faith, an old religious uncle of mine taught me to speak. One who was in his youth an inland man. One who knew courtship too well, for there he fell in love. I have heard him read many lectures against it, and I thank God I am not a woman to be touched with so many giddy offenses as he hath generally taxed their whole sex withal.
I prithee, recount some of them.
No, I will not cast away my physic, but on those that are sick. There is a man haunts this forest that abuses our young plants with carving Rosalind in their barks. Hangs odes upon hawthorns and elegies on brambles, all forsooth deifying the name of Rosalind. If I could meet with that fancy monger, I could give him some good counsel, for he seems to have the quotidian of love upon him.
I am he that is so love-shaped. I pray you, what is your remedy?
There is none of my uncle's marks upon you. He taught me how to know a man in love, in which cage of rushes I am sure you are not prisoner.
What were his marks?
Lean cheek, which you have not. A blue eye and sunken, which you have not. A solitary spirit, which you have not. A beard neglected, which you have not. Then should your hose be ungartered, your bonnet unbanded, your sleeve unbuttoned, your shoe untied, and everything about you demonstrating a careless desolation. But you are no such man. You are rather point device in your accoutrements, as loving yourself than seeming the lover of any other.
Good youth. I would I could make thee believe I love.
Me believe it. You might as soon make her that you love believe it, which I warrant she is after to do than to confess she does. That is one of the points by which women still give the lie to their consciences. But in good sooth, are you that he that hangs the verses on the trees wherein Rosalind is so admired?
I swear to thee, by the white hand of Rosalind, I am that he, that unfortunate he.
But are you so much in love as your rhymes speak?
Neither rhyme nor reason can express how much.
Love is merely a madness, and I tell you, deserves as well a dark house and a whip as madmen do. And the reason why they are not also punished and cured is that the lunacy is so ordinary that the whippers are in love too. Yet I profess curing it by counsel.
Did you ever cure any so?
Yes. One. And in this manner. He was to imagine me his love, his mistress, and I set him every day to woo me, at which time would I, being but a moonish youth, grieve, be effeminate, changeable, longing and liking, proud, fantastical, apish, shallow, inconstant, full of tears, full of smiles, For every passion something, and for no passion truly anything. As boys and women are, for the most part, cattle of this color. Would now like him, now loathe him, then entertain him, then forswear him, then weep for him, then spit at him, that I drove my suitor from his mad humor of love to a living humor of madness. And thus I cured him.
I would not be cured, youth.
I would cure you, if you would but call me Rosalind and come every day to my cottage and woo me.
Now, by the faith of my love, I will. Tell me where it is.
Go with me to it, and I'll show it you. And, by the way, you shall tell me where in the forest you live. Will you go?
With all my heart, good youth.
Hey, you must call me Rosalind. Come, sister! Will you go?